Hey everyone, and welcome back. I'm super excited about this. I bought the cheapest welder I could find at Home Depot. I also picked up the welding helmet and accessories and some Lincoln Electric Inner Shield NR211MP welding wire for it. So this is for an upcoming project where I'm going to need to weld. So today we're going to unbox this thing, get it set up, and try to lay down a bead. Let's get started. So one of the reasons I'm so excited about this is I haven't touched a welder since the shop class in high school. And those were not pretty. Booger welds by the very definition. There it is. Inside the box came with a carrying strap because it's very small and portable. Of course, the welder itself, which is a FC-90 by Century, and the owner's manual. First thing to do, I guess, is to load some wire. And I should probably read the manual. Alright, wire loads in the top of this unit, and I thought this was kind of neat. There's this nice little latch. The whole thing just flips open. Such a nice little compact unit. Feeding wire through this welder is a lot like feeding filament through my 3D printer. There's an idler lever with a tensionable knob. This bearing on the idler lever is smooth and the other side is knurled and driven. This little cap comes off, and then this guy can be switched over for 030 wire, which I thought was neat. That's not mentioned in the manual. But let's go ahead and pop this off. This little spring and the spacer. And this should go on. Oh. Just like so. Don't want to lose that end yet. Just need to make sure the wire enters the tube on the other side. We'll close that, and now I can let go. It's not slipping or anything. I think I'll wait before I tension that some more. Now, I need to undo the gun, take the tip off of it, plug it in, and try to feed some wire. Alright, I went ahead and plugged it in, and just let this big old piece of steel on the workbench. And it says to remove the nozzle and the tip. And turn it on. Switches on the back. And we try to feed some wire. Well, there it is. I'll just let a little stick out there. Turn it back off. Put our tip back on. I feel like that should be tighter than it was. And I pulled it off. Yeah. Looks good. I'm supposed to have like 3/8 to 5/8 of wire stick out. I'm like, just cut it off right there. We'll see how that does. But first I'm going to dig into that accessory kit. Gotta have the PPE. So I picked up this accessory kit because it was cheap and seemed to have everything I need, including some welding gloves, a welding helmet. So it's got plenty of room for stickers. Yeah, that's gonna need some mint stickers for sure. So I've got 90-degree magnet and a big old arrow magnet, I guess. A sweet Lincoln Electric protective do-rag. Yeah, brother. And a chipping hammer. Some sleeves. A paint marker. And a wire brush. Sweet. Let us don the PPE. So I've got a couple of these 1/2-inch thick steel discs. It drops from something I cut on the laser at work. I'm going to try laying a bead on one of these. See how that goes. So just to start out, I've got 8.5 on the voltage, and then 8 on the wire feed speed. Let's give it a whirl. Well, I'm a dummy. I didn't realize the garage outlet is only on a 15 amp circuit breaker, so I have a giant extension cord, real thick one. I stretched it down to the washer, which looks to be a 20 amp, so let's give it another go. It works. Let me get out the wire wheel and clean that up and see what my first feed and ever actually looks like. Okay, for a guy who knows not much at all about welding, I'd say that looks pretty good for the first time I've ever tried to actually lay down a bead. You can see up here where the circuit breaker kept picking off. I tried, making sure everything was unplugged out here in the garage before I looked at the fuse and realized it was way underrated. So that's pretty sweet actually. And it doesn't fall right off. Let's mess around some more. And it's just a bunch of messing around. Here soon I'll find some pieces to actually weld together. This is too thick for me to try welding to anything with this. This thing works well, I think. Like I said, I don't know much about welding, but I'm gonna learn. Because this next project needs it. That's sweet. Alright, those other practice welds I think went pretty well. This last one, I was using a low wire feed rate. I think 3 is where it's set. But my voltage or power is up at 8.5 still. And if you look on the side, it looks like it was actually penetrating pretty okay. So I'll try the same thing. I've drawn a little design on this one that I'm going to try to follow. The GoPro above me, just so you know, is protected with a piece of glass. The other camera is pretty well far away and just zoomed in. So let's give her a go. Yeah, a little bit faster wire speed. I think that's the best looking one on here yet. I know, it's still not that great looking, but got me some slack. Looks a little bit like the design I drew on there. Well, I used our abundance of Colorado snow to cool it off and cleaned it off as best I could with a wire brush. You can see the design that I originally intended on. Not nearly as clean, but we're going to let this stand as a testament to learning. I'm just going to weld it to the other piece there and call it good. Overall, I'm actually really impressed with the performance of this welder. I haven't done anything, strength related with it yet. Just trying to lay out a decent bead, but still, overall, I'm really impressed with how well it works so far. Surprisingly powerful. So let's tack that on right there and call it good. Well, there you have it, y'all. First booger welds with a new cheap welder. I'm going to see this thing a lot more in the future as I master this skill. The upcoming project is going to be sweet. We're going to be working with even more metal going forward, and I'm really excited about this new addition to my shop. For now, I have to stretch an extension cord from the washing machine downstairs, but it allows me to weld, and I'm having a blast. Even if it looks like crap right now. I know, there's a learning curve. So, time to get it mastered. I'll catch you next time. Alright, this is just so addicting, I had to try it some more. So I took out another round, and look at that. Just impressed with myself, really. This is too addicting. I want to blow through this 1 pound spool real quick, I think. I gotta find me some more junk to weld on. Wish I could have done that on the other piece. But now that it's all cleaned up, that's what it looks like.